Okay, let's shift gear now. Okay, so now a cause.
Yeah.
So your last major exhibit was the Echo of Essence.
Yes.
So let's
that's
talk about the
true.
cause, and let's dive deeper. This happened in Msheireb.
Yes.
So before anything, we want to thank Msheireb. Today,
Yes.
that's where we are recording. The lovely space that we see right here, this majlis, is offered to us by Msheireb.
Yeah.
So thank you, Msheireb, so much.
The Radwani house.
The Dwani House. The Dwani House. Cherry Museum. Yes, so you did the Echo of Essence in Msheireb. This was about how long ago? A month ago?
No, actually, it was the opening was on the 16th of September.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
and
So-
it
so-
ended on the
sorry.
26th.
This is like 4 months ago. Anyways,
December,
yeah,
yeah.
this is like last year. If we think about it.
Yes,
This is
it's last year, exactly.
Last year. Technically last year.
Technically, yeah. Technically, last year.
Let's talk about the beginning. Inspiration. Unfortunately, the inspiration came from this
Yes.
this heinous acts happening
Absurd.
in Palestine. Unfortunately, everyone knows what's happening in the news.
Yeah, it's
So-
happening on a daily basis. To be honest,
Yeah.
it's not stopping.
And you particularly chose to talk about the children of Gaza.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. See, when we talk about children, we talk about the future of any nation.
صح.
Okay, because these are like the new generations. These are like the generation that we're raising actually to hold, let's say, the future of the country itself.
Yes.
So Gaza has lost a lot when it is about this. And if you look at it now, there is no infrastructure, no schools, no universities, no hospitals. They are talking more than 50,000 people being killed, and if not more. Some of the families were like wiped out. They don't. You will not find these families anymore, for example. So it all started back in 2023 in December. I saw one video over the news for a kid. She was crying, and she was holding one of her teddy bear, and it was not easy. Literally, it didn't make. I couldn't sleep that night when I saw it. Not because like of the scene itself. It's because how fragile the situation is. Okay, and you look at these kids; they have lost everything. But when you meet them, they, believe it or not, I met some of the Gaza evacuees over here, especially the kids. They made me feel that I lost everything. They didn't lose anything.
Subhanallah.
Their hope is amazing. What they have, we don't have it, and it's not easy. I witnessed war, for example, in Lebanon, 1996 and 2006. But what they have witnessed, nobody had.
Subhanallah.
So they had this. How can I say it? They had this love to live, but it comes purely. It's not. It's not like, and it's not like because they love life. No, it's like they want to prove that they are humans and they have the right for this and this world actually to live and to survive. So I wanted to help. That was like the first question mark. How can I help? How can I help? Like highlighting more about the cause itself. When I started working on the installation, the number of the kids killed were like not exceeding 4,000. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. So I started doing the sketches and everything, and then around 3 to 4 days, I had the full proposal ready. And I went to one of my first supporters, to be honest, over here in Doha. And I showed him the presentation, and he looked at me and said like, "I'm in."
Straight up.
Straight up, no questions,
No questions
nothing.
asked, nothing.
And I was like,
Alhamdulillah.
this is what I need, and I was planning actually to have the installation on April 2024.
Okay.
Okay, but it took time actually until like I raised the full production funds and to find the place and these stuff. So it was not an easy process, to be honest. And it took like around 8 months to finish the production of the 15,000 pieces. It was great, to be honest. It was a bless to have Msheireb Properties with me, to have Qatar Charity with me, to have Wasta Needed with me, and like a big shout out actually to the teams of these partners, to be honest, especially with the Msheireb properties, they did miracles for me, to be honest. Like, it wouldn't have happened. When I came over here to Msheireb actually and met the team, and I was pitching the idea for them, I wanted like a small space. I was like, any of the museums might fit. And when they told me that we will do it in Barahat, I was like, I would never have dreamt about that place.
Yeah.
You got my point? I was like, I'm in. Let's do it. You got my
Why
point?
not?
Yeah. So it took with me around 3 months to cast them, because we casted them actually over here in Msheireb. Okay. They gave me a space actually in Msheireb Galleria on the upper floor, on the upper floors, where my team was over there working on a daily basis for almost like 2 months and a half. Imagine going every day. Imagine going. Imagine going every day to Msheireb Galleria and checking on these guys. So I remember the first day we casted like around 800 pieces. When I looked at them, and I was like, I hope the Baraha is gonna be enough to put the 15,000. It was not an easy process, especially knowing what they stand for. Okay. So when we started actually preparing for the exhibition itself, like the installation and placing them, I panicked maybe 1,000 times. I looked at them, each one, and I was like, no, they don't look the same. Some of them are like dirty. Some of them are like, I don't know how. And I had one of my friends, he came to me at night and he said like, your OCD thingy, you have to keep it at home. What you have done is great. Just do it, and people, believe me, will receive it in a good manner. So don't worry about people criticizing you or whatsoever. It's like, it's not about that. It's like, I'm criticizing myself. That if I had more time, if I made it like it from a different material, I started thinking about all these stuff. And even like when my team and I were placing them on the floor, I went to one of my suppliers and I asked them actually to do like a certain type of a stencil where I can just mark on the carpet so they can put it and to be like 100. You got my point?
Yes.
Believe me, maybe the second day I was crying at night, because when I looked at one of the lines, I was like, it's not straight. And the guys look at me and they were like sweaty and tired, and I was like, sir, that's it. We're gonna do it the way we're gonna do it, but you have to like to be
allow it.
Exactly, to allowing it to happen. So the night of the the night before the opening, actually, we finished installing them around 6 o'clock in the morning or 7 o'clock in the morning.
Wow.
So I looked at them and I was like, I don't know, but if normal people are going to see this and not understanding the impact of the number, then there is a big issue with humanity nowadays.
Absolutely.
So I had people going over there crying every single day when they saw actually that big installation with the 15,000 pieces. I was not expecting people will receive it well.
To be that moved.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
I was not expecting any of this media coverage or like people calling me, thanking me, or telling me like what you have done is a great job. It's not about the great job. It's about the message received. I wanted the message to be well received by people, and to see that numbers are not only a small writing on a piece of paper. When you say 15,000, it's not a small number.
These are human bodies.
Yes, exactly.
Right.
Yeah. I had people coming that when they telling me like, when we looked at them, we could like we somehow imagine our kids being over there, and they started crying. For the first 7-8 days, I was crying every day. Not because I was just standing over there and looking at them. I had people coming to me crying. I would cry with them because I know what does this mean. I know what it stands for, and where it is coming from. As much they look innocent, as much it's a very harsh message. It's a very harsh reality that we're passing through and we're living in. To be honest,
It's deep. It's very deep.
I'll ask you a question, a very simple one, but when you were first starting out, you said that it was at 4,000. Unfortunately, the death toll was at 4,000. Did this 15,000, was that preset in your mind, or it grew to that number from 4,000 to 15,000?
No, we thought about 15,000 actually that time, because I was discussing with my first contributor, and I told him, like, I'm thinking about having 15,000 pieces, because if we're gonna sell each piece for 100 riyal, okay, at least to raise a big number actually for charity.
Okay.
So we wanted first actually to go like for a lower price, but then he said, no, Bashir, you're selling an art piece. It's not only like a charity thing. And we made sure that the full proceeds actually to go to the charity with the Qatar charity. The point is, when we were discussing this, I was telling him, like, I hope we won't reach the 15,000.
Yeah.
I said, I hope that.
I understand.
When we opened the exhibition, the number was almost 17,000.
Yes, I remember.
Yeah. So it was exceeding the.
It was more than 15,000.
Yes. So alhamdulillah, in around 12 to 13 days, the 15,000 teddy bears got sold. We raised more than 1.6 million riyals.
MashaAllah.
We had a continuous exhibition at Ben Jalmoud house with 50 artists, where they contributed with their artworks as well. And we had like a charity auction with Al Bahi auction house also over there, where I sold the first casted teddy bears with the whole process, the molds, and the whole story about it. Also like the jewelry line, because it had a small jewelry line as well. But it was all featured in the museum. So we raised like almost 1.8 million actually for the charity, and it was an amazing effort of every single person who got involved in this project. I couldn't thank like any of the people actually who were involved, whether they are sponsors or partners or like people who visited the exhibition and somehow contributed actually in the success of raising the funds.
And I do have a question too as well, just for the audience, so they will understand the elements of this piece.
Yeah.
Can you describe like the colors that you use, why you use those colors? What's the significance of the watermelon? Just so people who do not know understand what's going on.
See, the main message is saying I'm not just a number. I'm a human with an identity, with a homeland. It's a that's why it's called Echo of the Lost Innocence. Every single piece of them, it was representing the echo of the voice of a lost child. That I'm not just a number. Okay. I used the watermelon as the representation for Palestine itself. And the teddy bear is, it's the accepted symbolism of childhood and innocence in the international community.
Yes.
Whether you're Muslim, Christian, or whatever your religion is, this is accepted. Okay. It's not haram. It's not. It's not seen in a different way. It's the symbol of innocence and childhood, and having this soft, which is like less than 50 grams toy, being soaked within a concrete block and it has metals inside. It has a metal structure inside and these stuff, which is like around 7 kgs, and then having the red color over the concrete. The concrete represents the destruction actually of Gaza, which is still happening till now. And the red color actually is representing the blood of these innocent kids being killed in Palestine. So I know it's very odd. It's an odd piece. It's nothing that most of the people who came first thought it's a toy. No, it's not a toy. I was telling people over there, it's not a toy for your kids. It's, to be honest, it's really a harmful piece that for kids to be play with it.
Yeah.
Because if any of the kids would hurt himself with this, I wouldn't be happy knowing that one of my pieces actually caused a pain for a kid or something.
I don't think kids can carry that.
Yes, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. So even like I had some of the people who came to the exhibition, they were like highlighting this through social media, like guys, pay attention. This is an artwork. It's not for kids actually to play with.
Right.
However, it's for you to show your kids and to know more about what's happening today in Palestine. So the piece had different aspects, like educational aspect, humanitarian aspect. It had like an art aspect as well.
Mm-hmm.
But the main one, actually, for me, it was like for people to know more about the impact of the number itself,
Right.
and to know what's going on. And alhamdulillah, it highlighted a lot actually in
What's going on?
yeah, what's going on,
Yeah.
especially like up till now, I'm still receiving like messages from people through the social media, and some people calling me, "Do you still have of these teddy bears?" I was like, "No,
No, what's that?
I don't have."
You know, for me, when I saw this piece, the symbolism behind it is phenomenal.
Yeah,
Okay, like you said, the teddy bear is the international symbol for children.
yeah,
So, but the way I see it is that we all know that Palestine, as it is right now, it is the largest airspace that is locked down.
yes,
Gaza is locked down.
yeah,
So these children are technically in a prison.
that's true.
And because they're in a prison, the concrete represents that they cannot escape the area they're in. They're locked up. And they're tied down to this land which is their home.
Yes,
But they don't have the freedom to escape.
yes,
And the child that represents the airspace in the prison, and then the blood eventually they're gonna, God forbid, or Allah yarhamak, they pass away or they're about to pass away.
Yeah.
So the symbolism has so many layers and how you look at it.
I had some people actually who came to me and they told me like, we felt that you put the concrete with the teddy bear, that the teddy bear is somehow attached to the land.
Yes.
And it's not easy like
Yes.
going.
You can't go.
Yeah, so that's where people actually, or the audience, will start interacting with the art piece.
Yes.
Through their own perspective and through their own dimensions, which is something I had to respect, and I was happy to see people seeing it actually from different perspectives.
Right.
I was super clear actually with this message when I did the installation, and I was like, this is the destruction, this is the representing the childhood and the lost innocence. The way that you take it, it's personal.
Right.
And it's beautiful because it somehow moved you. It somehow moved you. I had some people who didn't accept it. I had some people who considered it, to be honest, like lame and
Really?
and stupid, and so
It's those haters we're talking about before.
so
Haters gonna hate.
Right.
yeah,
What do you expect?
but the impact of the installation itself made them actually look.
So as an individual,
Yes.
they
yes.
couldn't
yes.
They couldn't
accept
understand
it.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, yes. Some of them said like, we don't like it. We don't want it to be inside our houses. It's so harsh. Okay, they have to come to my place. I have 100 of them actually looking at me every day. So I had to buy my own 100 pieces actually from the
really?
installation. Yes.
It's, you know what though? It's by itself, it's not as impactful, but with
With the group.
sheer number,
Yes.
Numbers.
Yes.
how
yes.
you set it
Yes.
up.
Yes.